Hi guys, James at Bespoke Airsoft here and welcome back to another video, and in this video we're looking at a new KWA product, which is the KWA Ronin T10. Yes, for once, this is a rifle that I haven't pulled out of the warehouse. This actually belongs to a customer and a friend of mine. Brian actually sent this over to have a few things done to it, and he says, while you've got it, use it for video purposes. I really want to see what you think on this platform, so that's what I'm going to do. So we'll open the box up here, and you'll have it in the usual packaging that KWA like to do. What I'll quickly do is take this out because it's going to be a bit awkward on camera. Also in the box, you get the usual M-lock rail sections, their warranty bits and pieces in there as well. You don't get the spring guide adjustment tool with this one because this is the 3.0 gearbox, which has the recoil system built in, which is why you'll see you've got an M4 style stock on here with a much beefier EPS style stock from PTS, which means you can house a really nice large battery in there. They come with 120 round polymer mid-cap magazines, just the one in the box. They come with a sticker on the top there just to tell you to put the following before you put it into the gun. So make sure if you put in the magazine into the gun empty, you just push that follower down first before you insert it into the rifle. So much like the other guns in the Ronin series, you'll see a lovely new style M-lock handguard here, which is the 10-inch or 11-inch handguard. I'm not really too sure. They always surprise you because they'll put like a number on here where it's the KWA T10, which you would think would be a 10-inch barrel, but then they've got stamped on there TML 11, so I'm not sure whether that's actually 11 inches long. I'll have to measure it. So it's a full metal replica with ambidextrous fire controls on there, ambidextrous sling point. The right hand side houses the magazine release, as much like on a conventional M4 style platform, and the bolt release valve on the left hand side. It's got the bolt hold open on the left hand side, so you can adjust the rotary style hop unit in there. But as I said, upper and lower receiver metal, full M-lock front end, PTS accessories throughout, which includes the really nice iron sights, which I like. The EP, I can't quite remember the name of this grip, but the PTS style grip, which is very nice and comfy, and of course the EPS stock, which means you can house a really nice big battery in there. You've got plenty of rail space there. You come with two M-lock sections in the box that you can pop onto it to house much more accessories. Tack lights, lasers, anything like that. 4-grips if you haven't got the ones that go straight onto M-lock. You can use it to attach a conventional rail style 4-grip on there as well. 20 mil rail all the way on the top here, and I really do like what KWA do with their M-lock rails. They're much better than the older key mod, which you'll see on the TK45 to my right here, which is your left. You've got the old style key mod sections here, and then if you look to my left, which is your right, on the QRF, you'll see the short handguard, which is the M-lock, and the M-lock is a much better design in my opinion. The only bad thing with M-lock at the moment is most places seem to be out of stock with M-lock accessories. It's probably due to COVID, but both the real gun shops as well as airsoft shops, M-lock accessories just seem to be all bought out of stock, so we're waiting for more to come in with a supplier. So you have a 6-position buttstock here, much like a conventional M4, nice and adjustable. The stock system that it has on here makes it very nice and easy to do. And you're going to have absolutely no worries there whatsoever. You've got a nice slim style pistol grip here with the PTS pistol grip. Very nice indeed. I much prefer this pistol grip to the ones you find again on conventional M4s with a little trick, the finger guard. It's much more comfier, especially for myself. Shouldering with this stock on is very comfortable too. You have to excuse me if I'm sweating a bit in this video because it is really hot outside, and not having the fan on while I'm filming means this place just turns into an oven. Their new style flash hider on here, much like on the QRF series, very nice indeed. I really do like this flash hider style they've put on there. It means you haven't got to go find something nice and funky to put on the front. It's already packing a nice aesthetic there on the front end of the rifle. Just a quick bit of info of these that came into the UK. These were supposed to be UK spec when they first landed with us. Obviously we did sell a few. Brian's was including that as well because Brian picked one up literally straight away as soon as we stopped them. And they did come in with a little bit of an issue where the power output of these are the US spec. So basically before that KWA have shipped them to the UK to the distributor, they haven't done the needful in the stock and changed the spring. No need to worry though, the distributor is already on the case, and while Brian's is here with me having some upgrade bits put in inside, we're going to sort the FPS issue out for him as well, which you'll see in the Chrono video in a little bit later on. So what we'll do, we'll get the camera zoomed in, we're going to take a quick close look at this thing so I can show you some of the features close hand, and then we're going to chrono and do the accuracy test at 15 meters, and then after that I'll be on camera again to show you my final thoughts. So I can just about fit it on the wall here. If you do hear the fan in the background, I do apologise because it is sweltering hot in here. But this is the KWA T10. Just going to get you a close-up of some of the markings on there. As you've got the M-lock marking on the rail. This TML11, I'm going to have to measure this and see if it is an 11 or a 10 inch because they call it the T10. You've got RM4 Ronin, Cal 6mm, serial number, and then there's a US stamp there as well as the KWA logo. For the selector markings, which are the same on both sides, you've got safe, semi and auto. So going back to front, you've got this lovely PTS style PTS EPS stock, which I think stands for enhanced polymer stock. You've got loads of battery space in here. You can actually fit a really chunky 11.1 lipo, which I recommend using on this thing because it does respond well to lipos. I do run some of the upgraded TK45s and 7.4s, but we'll get more into that in the following videos. You've got polymer EPS stock, obviously got a metal recoil system in the stock here, metal upper and lower receivers with a dual ambidextrous charging handle, not that it matters too much on this one. You've got the PTS grip here, which is again is a great addition. I really do love this grip, it's very comfy. The 120 round mid-cap magazine there, let's just take this out. And you'll see just little bit of residue on the magazine because they do come with a sticker in the box that informs you about the followers. Now any TK, any KWA AEG product that does have this, if you are putting the magazine into the gun empty, just make sure that that's pushed in before you do because you can damage the follower. They obviously do these in a couple of different designs as well, and also a magazine where you can switch it between 30 and 120 rounds. You've got the rear iron sight there, which you can switch the aperture up. Just get a close up of that on the opposite side. Very nice and snappy indeed. Very good feeling to them. This M-lock handguard, which is absolutely beautiful. Their new style flash hider, muzzle brake, whatever you want to call it. Your adjustable front sight, which is very easily adjustable. You get good response off that too. Folds nicely out the way, and they're very low profile. There's no wobbling about. Some of, if not the best airsoft iron sights that are supplied with any gun out the box. If there's anyone out there that wants to challenge that, please get in touch because I will happily take a look. You have a nice little 20mm rail section on the bottom here. I mean, predominantly you wouldn't want to put a grip so close to the muzzle. You probably have it somewhere on the rail here, so they do give you M-lock sections to put on there as well. Let's flip this rifle round and we'll take a look at the other side. See the stock there on the other side, no markings, just on the opposite side. You've got manufactured in Taiwan there. This is another reason why I like to put Cerakote on my KWAs, just because I can get rid of all these airsoft markings that just don't look good at all. I wish these were stickers that you could perhaps peel off or something else, because that just doesn't look great at all. I've locked the bolt to the rear, this is the fake bolt to the rear, just so you can see the hop there, and the hop you obviously push the wheel upwards to add and downwards to decrease. And once the hop rubbers are changed out, or if you're upgrading bits and pieces in here, the response on the hop unit is very good indeed. So, beautiful looking rifle there from KWA. Let's just pop that down there. So we're going to get to chronoing this thing. For the chrono test I'm using Aries branded 0.2 gram BBs and 11.1 lipo. You'll obviously see the FPS output is a lot higher on this model, but just be aware going forward they will be changed. And after that we're going to do accuracy test at 15 meters, which is using Aries branded 0.3 gram BBs with the same 11.1 lipo. KWA T10, 15 metres with 0.3 gram BBs. Standing position, hot knot set. Okay, here we go. Extremely accurate 15 metres, which you'd expect. So I really do like the KWA platform, as you'll probably tell. You know, I've got the TK45, I've got the QRF. I would probably have one of these, but I don't really need one at the moment. However, never say never. They really do know how to build these rifles. I've never felt anything quite as sturdy out of the box. I'll go through the cons straight away, just to get them out of the way. The cons are, they've come into the UK with a US spec spring in there, but the distributor is sorting it out, so that's very good of them to sort it, get the FPS down on these rifles, make sure they're UK legal, and then get them back to you guys. If you've had one in the post from us and it is higher spec than usual, just get in contact with us and we'll get it sorted out for you. The only other con I can think of is, which I've mentioned before with these KWA rifles, is the faux bolt release, or the faux bolt system here that you've got covering the hopper unit. As you press it, it is the most anticlimactic sound ever. And of course with these KWAs, and it's the same with every model that I've had and reviewed and purchased and owned, the hot rubbers that come in these things aren't very good. There'll be many out there that have said, oh, I've had my KWA and it's shooting laser beams out the box on the standard hot rubber. I'm sorry guys, but I need to give you my honest opinion, and having handled a lot of these rifles both in and out the warehouse with personal builds as well, the TK45 suffered from it, the QRF suffered from it. Brian, who purchased this rifle, had a TK45 from us as well. He suffered from that as well, so we put some upgrades in for him. And now the T10, it does suffer from it as well. So those out there that are saying, oh, you don't need to change the hot rubber out of the box, absolutely perfect, unfortunately that is not true. Don't believe them. It is very much skirmishable out the box, don't get me wrong. The hop-up is okay to get you started, but you're going to want to get it switched out for an upgraded unit as fast as possible. That is just one of the things that comes with KWA rifles, unfortunately. I have voiced my opinion. I hope KWA listen. I know KWA have paid close attention to what we've been doing with what I've been doing with the QRF. So if there's anyone at KWA Airsoft that is watching this, we really do love your products. We've been stocking them in mass. I'm a massive advocate of the brand as well, because I really do believe in them. Just please sort the hot rubbers out, because they are a bit of an issue. If the hot rubbers were sorted out the box, this platform would be perfect out the box. I can't really find any other faults with them whatsoever. The pros with this thing now are absolutely brilliant. You're getting ambidextrous fire controls across the brand, TK45, the T10, the Ronin T6, the QRF Mod 1 and Mod 2, and they're coming out with the Kaiju, I think it is, very soon. So I like the fact they've done that, and the click on the selectors is very good. I love the fact that they're giving you PTS accessories straight out of the box. PTS grip, you'd have to buy extra. PTS stock, normally you'd have to buy that extra, but they're including them straight away. The magazines are a very healthy 120 round mid-cap magazine. There are a few iterations of this magazine, and from what I can tell, with the 3.0 gearbox system that they've got now, I am led to believe that they no longer offer the, especially on the T10s, they no longer offer the bolt stop function. This one doesn't have it. I'm pretty sure most of the stock we've had in the T10s doesn't have it, so perhaps they've just removed that as a feature. And it's not the end of the world. I'd rather have the gun more reliable than fitting a feature that isn't really necessarily needed, it's just more of a want. Comparing this to TM recalls, because I've had a lot of TM recalls over the years, when they first released the SOC mods, to the 416s, to the dev grooves, back to the SOC mods, I've had pretty much every recall model you can shake a stick at, and these kick so much harder and shake you about so much harder than any of those rifles out the box. It is a really nice feedback. It's not too much where it throws your shots off, but it is extremely, extremely nice. So if you are looking for a recoil, especially when these are coming in at, like, sometimes half the price, this is a perfect platform for you. I love the fact on how well these things are built. They're so sturdy, there's no flex in them whatsoever. They really do put them together really well. I like the hop unit in there, I just don't like the hop rubber, but they do respond really well to upgrades. As you'll see in the Chrono test as well, it did jump, the FPS was jumping up and down. That's due to KWA not fitting ported piston heads. Again, it's not the end of the world, it's just a niggle of mine. So putting a ported piston head in there, you can actually get the gun super accurate. And the next video I'll be doing will be on the QRF, and you'll see there's literally 2 to 3 FPS difference. And all I've done is swap the piston head out, and it's made it really, really consistent. I really love the M-LOK handguards here. It's one of the best airsoft ready out the box handguards. I haven't come across anything that's come close to the construction and build quality of these things, as well as the feel and the fitment. So massive plus there. I love the fact they're putting PTS iron sights, and I am melting here, guys. I do apologise, but I'll try and be as quick as I can. So those little niggles aside, like I said at the start, this would be a perfect addition to both mine and anybody's collection out there. Or if you're thinking about picking up a premium AMG, if you started out, you picked up perhaps like a Simon Sportsline or something like that, and now you wanted to get a little bit more into the premium brands, KWA is right up your street. Just ask whoever you purchase off, I hope it's from us, being you're watching our video. If you do purchase one of us and you do want us to swap the hot rubber out, just let us know and we can see what we've got in stock and do that for you, because pretty much any rubber out the box is going to be a plus on the one that's in there. So thanks for tuning into this review. I hope you haven't sweated too much. This office is about 34-35 degrees at the moment, as well as the lights and the camera that's on, so I try to do my best. Hope you like the KWA T10. I've enjoyed it. This is now going to be taken apart for Brian and have some nice upgrade parts in there, similar to what I do with the QRF and the TK45. But I've had great fun with this. Thank you very much to Brian for saying, you know, do you want to review this on the show, because it just helps us, me grabbing one out of the warehouse and pulling it out of stock so it's not available on the site. So thanks very much to him. And yeah, I've really got nothing else bad to say about this thing. It's all good from me. I would happily buy one of these and put it in my collection, like I've said, and perhaps I will down the line. But we've got some really cool things coming. Next video is going to be about the QRF, which a lot of you have been asking about. We've also done a nice MTR build, which is Turkey Marine gas blowback. You'll have seen the SVD in a few shots, so we're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. But thanks for tuning in. I'm James from Bespoke Airsoft, and we'll see you in the next video.